wilds, a group of drunken misfits join forces to play Dungeons & Dragons. Inspired by boredom and equipped with loose morals and a questionable understanding of the rules, our heroes venture forth to explore strange new lands. Gather up your dice, your manuals, and your livers and join them on a quest to make absolute fools of themselves. This is Botched, a D&D podcast.
Previously on Botched.
I hate you so fucking much.
So there I was in the garden, and a 6-foot-tall worm man came at me, and what did I do? I led him here to the
ran
pub,
away like a bitch.
and I grabbed a bottle of the 120 proof Arabian liquor, and I burned him with it, and that's how I saved the village, I did.
I don't think that happened, Grandad.
Oh, you tell that story stupider every fucking time.
You stink. You should hang yourself.
Boo!
Where's my granddad? Where is my granddad?
You got melted by the worms, lad.
No.
And he gave me his banking pin.
No.
And you're never
his
gonna get it.
And all I got was his headless goose.
Did you eat it yet?
Well, yeah, we fucking ate it. We don't have any money.
Constable!
Oh, we've got our beans. He just left us beans.
Welcome back, junior researchers, to the 41st episode of our 9th season of Botched. We are going to be starting a little while after we left off last time. But this time, back in the United States of
thank God.
America.
America.
That's right, America. This time, on the West Coast.
Hey.
In Pescadero, California, in a seaside bar with a bunch of seamen just all over the place. So, who are my 3 seamen that are hanging out of this bar?
Pescadero a real town in California?
Pescadero, yeah.
Why do they name a town Fisherman?
Because they
love
like
fishermen.
Bumblebee tuna's from there, right?
It's where one of the most famous United States
Isn't there like a tuna plant
fucking
nearby?
Lighthouse. Lighthouse is
Pescadero.
Pigeon Point. I know for a reason. Anyways, so who are my 3 seamen?
I went first last time. Fuck you guys.
Phil, name your seamen.
My name is Stormy Hooks.
Stormy Hooks.
Stormy Iron Hooks. I've been guzzling semen for years. All alone.
What?
Tapping my own
How
supply.
do you guzzle on them? You work with them.
Oh, I said nuzzle them.
Oh, nuzzling
Yeah,
semen.
I've been nuzzling them up.
Okay. You've been cuddling on the ocean?
Well, it's cold out there.
Oh, dear. It's lonely. Ain't no women on a ship.
I don't need to be. They're a distraction.
Just semen.
Just a
You
bunch.
don't need no women, just
Hey,
semen.
I can take as much semen as I can hold.
Right. My heart it can't hold enough
Who
semen.
saw this coming? I did.
I'm full of regrets.
All right. How long have you been a seaman?
45 years.
45 years. Okay.
My
Steve,
dad
you
was
gotta
a
go next.
seaman. My grandma was a seaman.
Grandma.
Yeah. You could be woman, seaman.
Whoa, man, seaman.
Woman, seaman.
Whoa,
Whoa,
man,
man,
seaman.
seaman.
Got
Woke
it.
man, Seaman.
Steven.
The name's Shabby Conter.
Damn it.
I've been working this lighthouse for 40 years.
Okay. Oh, so you actually worked at a lighthouse there. You're not one of the ones getting off the boat or anything.
No, I've got a lighthouse in my backyard, and I work it. But I finally got on with the lighthouse company to get out and work the lighthouse.
You've got one of those, like, novelty lighthouses in
I'm
there?
what you could have called an amateur enthusiast.
Okay.
I was a line cook at the El Pescadero Pescateria for 40 years, but now that I'm retired, I'm finally going to live out my lifelong dream of working a real lighthouse in the ocean.
Is that the fish shack that is in the abandoned old lighthouse? Non-functional, but has a fryer at the bottom?
No, it's the Pescateria. It's the real. It's the fish and chip shop down the way. Over on Brown Avenue. I don't know what names streets. I don't know how you people name
One
streets.
pesky avenue.
Everything in my town is named after Civil War generals, so I don't know. I don't know.
All right.
And not from the north.
No. Tristan.
Mateo Stubb.
Okay. How long have you been with seamen?
I've been fishing these waters for going about 20 years.
Okay. So in these parts.
Since I was 13.
Oh, since you were 13. Okay.
He was young to take up the seamen.
Oh, okay.
But I was a natural.
Get them while they're young.
The
That's
seaman
what they
came
say.
to me. The seaman life came to me.
You gotta take them while they're young and fill them with semen, so that
Stormy iron hooks.
the love of the sea just seeps into them.
Get ready for an hour.
Shabby Stormy Stubb.
So, you guys have been chosen as the next rotation of gentlemen to man the Pigeon Point Lighthouse.
I know something about rotating gentlemen.
Pescadero, California. So you three will be living together in the lighthouse, nor else.
And they were roommates.
Why am I
Roomies?
talking like a pirate?
You
They're
will be-
boyfriends.
We're friends who
Work
also
in that
happen to be
lighthouse.
boys.
All right, so you guys are at the bar to meet with your point man to give you the skivvy.
What's the name of the bar?
The bar.
Yeah, what's the name of the bar?
The Flounder
famous
and Fish.
Deckman's, the Flounder and Fish. Aye, all the lighthouse workers meet on the docks of the Flounder and Fish
Yeah.
for the last nip of the old hairless dog, or whatever they say before they ship out to the lifeless rock.
So no, the lighthouse is
door
actually
alarm.
on the coast, so it's not even like.
Well, yes, but it's quite a walk from town.
Sure. Yeah. But yeah, so you guys arrive. You are given free drinks because you are not allowed to leave the lighthouse. So basically, when you're working the lighthouse, from your understanding, anyways,
We get rations.
you get rations, but also somebody will arrive every so often
Rum rations.
to bring you more stuff.
Rum raisin rum rations.
That's right.
Is it isolated out in the ocean?
No. It's on the
Or is
coast.
it on? It's actually on the coast.
Yeah, but there's nothing around it. So.
Is it on a peninsula?
I don't believe so. Not from the.
What about an
images.
isthmus?
That I don't know what that word means. so.
Christmas?
An isthmus is a thin strip of land that connects two other pieces of land, like Panama. Panama is an isthmus.
Panama.
It looks
Panama.
like it is a piece of land that just juts out from the coastline.
That's a peninsula, you fool.
Panama.
Covered by 3 sides of water.
I guess, yeah. But the lighthouse is not out on the land? I don't know. It's stuff to tell from that.
Water.
Yeah, water. It's a lighthouse. It's sitting out on the edge.
Ah, the sea.
Yeah. It's a peninsula. It's not very much of a peninsula. It's a very small peninsula, but whatever.
I've got to differentiate myself from
We had to
shabby
end up on Old Chode Peninsula.
It's not very big.
Old
peninsula.
Chode Peninsula.
But
On
it's
account of the
fast.
way
As the
it
Italians call it,
smells.
the peninsula.
Peninsula.
That's right. Peninsula.
It's a big peninsula.
Have you ever been to the peninsula?
Tasted the white frothy waters of the peninsula.
Oh, the seamen. The seamen that leave onto the peninsula.
So many seamen have been down to the peninsula.
Slide up and down it.
My mama.
People pay us to do that.
My mama, she loved the peninsula.
She learned.
She always gotta get the cork
She learned from her
down.
grandmama.
She learned. We're big peninsula people.
We are a big
Are you
peninsula
Italian
family.
now? I love it.
We got a big peninsula family.
You only put the
Stormy.
white sauce on the peninsula. you get the red sauce on the peninsula. There's something very wrong.
Get an infection.
So there's an older man that you know you're supposed to meet. Tawny Jack. Is his name.
A man named Tawny, you say?
Tawny Jack. Tawny.
We know
Tawny
how to spell
Jack.
Tawny.
And he stumbles on in. He's a short, squatty guy with big, bushy beard and a peg leg.
What's up, fat boy?
My name's Tony.
Tawny, would you not take your... God damn it. people and your voices getting in my head.
I didn't do
I'm
nothing.
Matea.
Yes, I know you're Matea, and I'm Tony Jack.
Did you lose that foot to the diabetes?
No, I lost it to the shark.
Too much fudge.
Definitely not the diabetes.
Peanut butter fudge. Peanut butter
I tell
chocolate
people
fudge.
the shark.
The shark is what his people call the diabetes.
Shark's
Like
fudge
how
shop.
Southerners call it the sugar.
The sugar
That shark was sweet on me.
The
Hates
people
my
of the
fucking
sea
foot.
refer to pancreatic failure as the shark that got you.
Well, Mr. Tony,
Aye.
what
My
can,
name's Tony.
what can you tell us about the rationing that'll happen here, and how often is we gonna see us other men?
What? How often are you going to see men? Is that, should I say
What's
on the
for
peninsula?
He said other man.
What's up for the three of us?
Well, you'll see other men through the fucking telescope.
But we have to stay here.
Yeah, no, you got to stay in the lighthouse. You'll get rations every week.
in California.
That's right.
Yeah, Irish part of California.
But it's like a 20-minute walk from town, so it takes a while for supplies to get out here.
Exactly. We take them by wheelbarrow. There's no dirt roads. You can't drive a car out there.
They actually just have a man wear a backpack.
So we
and then
take a wheelbarrow
him
full
out.
of your rum and your seamen magazines or whatever it is you're into.
Ensign Weekly.
Ensign Weekly.
Young, fresh ensigns every week.
So you want to get on the peninsula?
Yep, that's what I signed up for.
So that's what you're doing. You're not allowed to leave the lighthouse.
Why
You're gonna constantly keep an eye. One big, in case, storm rolls in, it gets dark. You gotta man the lighthouse.
Got a day shift and a night shift.
No, you sleep during the day. You work at night.
All three of us.
Yes.
Yeah, the lighthouse isn't much use during the day there.
No, not so much.
What if it's foggy out?
There's two suns!
Then obviously you work in shifts. Check the weather report. You got a radio.
All I saw was free room and board.
I mean,
didn't read
yes,
much
you also
further
get
in-
paid a ration for your time.
Iron ration,
Yes.
rum ration.
You get no. I mean, you
Cheese
get
ration.
you get a little change for your time as well. At the end of your stint.
Stipend.
Yes, a stipend for your stint.
We'll get change at the end.
Now I'm just letting you know now, boys.
Finally, a black president.
3 men locked alone in a lighthouse on the peninsula. Things can get weird out there. Just keep your wits about you and you'll be fine.
What about the rumors of fish people?
There's no
The
fish.
fish people coming out here?
There's no fish people coming
You
out.
sure?
No, that's on
I
the
read
East Coast.
pamphlets about it.
That's on the East Coast, not the West Coast.
Why did you turn into the bad guy from True Detective?
Because I can't think of no other words what to say. And you're doing pirate and he's doing Irish, and that's where I landed.
Did you bring me magazines?
You gonna make flowers on me? We haven't made flowers in such a long time.
Me magazines. Did you bring them?
They're there in the.
Did you get the ones I asked for?
Yes,
Am I
I got the
going
one.
mad?
A whole footlocker of them.
Yes. Who?
I didn't even know they made those kinds of magazines.
He doesn't like Ensign Weekly. He likes Bad Lieutenant magazine.
I don't-
Gills and thrills.
Yeah, it gives it through. And like it's like Mer People magazine, but they
Yes.
put the fish on the wrong side.
It's the way I like
He
it.
likes the lady legs with the fish head.
Fin, full of fin and full of sin. Yeah.
It's weird.
Show me them tails.
It's so no, there's no tails. They're people legs with fish on the
Oh,
top.
well, I mean, human toes are just fish. They're tails. I read it for the articles for the tails.
Oh, you read it for the articles.
tails,
Oh, for the
yeah.
tails. T-A-L-E-S.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't know
okay.
how they are.
They have Seaman's tip at the end of every episode. Or
Oh,
of every
yes, yes.
article. It's called Just the Tip.
That's how I learned to tie me all these knots.
So, anyways, do you have any
Teach
questions
us
for me?
sad boys how to hook them, if you know what I mean.
What happened to the last trio that came up here?
Well, I mean, normally you work your stint and you go on your way, but I'm sure they just retired. It's fine.
All right.
They were definitely seen again.
I'm gonna pull it out.
They
of
were
him.
seen again.
Let me pull it out of him.
What? You gonna?
Yeah, like a history check or
Uh,
insight. I know he's
sure.
lying.
Yeah, sure. Insight or history check.
Sounds like the truth to me.
Yeah. I only tell the
10.
truth.
10.
Tony Jack is a truthful man.
Toddy, the truthful Jack.
But his brother only lies.
I'm gonna use me charisma check to try and get him to
What'd you get?
tell me the truth. I got a 14. Now, Tony, we're both peninsula.
No, my lips are sealed. I'm telling you the truth. You can trust old trusty Tony Jack.
Trust it with my life.
That's right.
All
All right,
You got
Tony.
nothing to worry about.
I've got a
Tony.
few questions for you.
Sure. What kind of questions you got for me?
I don't know why we're Irish now, but
I
here
don't
we are.
know.
All right.
Anyone
so
can be Irish.
what's
it's a
the
big- it's a
ideal
big
oil
wide
flow
world.
rate into the lens there?
What is the ideal flow rate?
What's the ideal oil flow rate?
3 to 1.
3 to 1. Okay, that's a ratio, but sure.
That's yeah, rates can mean anything.
That's not true.
Fine,
Okay.
4.72.
How many bunks are there?
5.
Do any of them have holes in the mattresses with a little scrimshaw mermaid hiding in there? What's going to drive us insane and give us dreams of giant fist vaginas?
Not to my knowledge, I would say.
Okay, so that's not a no.
I mean, there could be a mystery hole in a mattress that I don't know about with
I
a
know about
magical sea lady ready to grip your dick right off or something. I don't know.
Finally, you say you're not allowed to leave the lighthouse. You mean we're not allowed to leave the grounds of the lighthouse?
That's right, yes. There's a
Okay,
little
we
white
can
fence.
leave the building itself.
Yes, yes. There's a little white fence, and you're not supposed to go out of that.
For how long?
Okay.
3 months.
We're trapped in like Labrador retrievers.
That's right. The mailman will throw you the mail. He will not approach too close.
I'm gonna talk to him
He knows not to get too close.
I'm going to say hello as well.
whenever he does show up.
Yes, he knows better.
I'll be reading me magazines.
All right. Any other questions before you go off to your duty?
How do we get a hold of you if we're in trouble?
You got a fucking telephone.
Oh, good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's got a telephone.
What about
Is there a TV set?
Possibly.
A lot of tissues.
Possibly. Possibly.
Possibly.
Does it
I don't
work?
know. Let me see here. Is there a television set? Hi, hello. Who asked?
Low. Oh, it wasn't me.
I did.
Stephen.
Hi.
No.
Now you
And my
No
name's
TV,
Shabby
just to
Conter.
see.
shabby could
No, just to see.
Just to see.
Conter.
There's endless watching opportunities to just look out the window and look at the ocean. Lots of seamen out there.
Floating on the peninsula.
That's right. Floating just off, very close to the tip of the peninsula.
Waters have never been so foamy.
There's probably a bunch of marpies out there.
Marpies?
What is a marpie?
A male harpy.
What's this, a marpie? What is a male harpy?
It's just got a big dong.
And he just whirly kicks it around.
It's got a big penis hanging out.
Just slaps the water.
There be the marpies.
Aren't harpies birds?
The sound of the marpies help me get to sleep every night.
Are you thinking
They're
of Myrons?
bird lady creatures.
I think he's thinking of Myrons.
I was.
His marpies would be bird creatures.
They live in the water.
Do you think we got California marpies?
Hey,
You gotta watch out for them coastal
just
marpies.
give me the keys already. Meh.
Oh, yeah, sure. Here you go. Here's the keys. All right.
Tony Jack, more like Talkie Jack.
Oh, that boy wouldn't shut up.
Wow, I'm still standing right here.
Oh, shit. I didn't see
You
you
didn't
there.
even go anywhere. You
Close
just
the
took the
door.
keys
Just
and started
close the
talking
door.
shit as soon as you took the keys.
Sorry,
Well,
I'm
Tony
like
Jack
object
knows when he's
bird
not wanted.
minutes.
I haven't had my rum ration.
You can come look at these magazines
No.
with me.
No,
Come in,
I
me
didn't
bunk.
say anything.
doesn't matter. The other two, I don't want to be around them.
I don't want to be here either.
Well, too bad you're there for 3 months. Make do.
Who's to?
Rent. Scurries away.
Stormy.
Yeah.
Can I,
Right.
can I look in your newspapers?
Get away from me, you smell. Mateo, you smell, go take a shower.
Smell like fish.
I don't shower.
Yeah. We're setting up a rules and chore board as soon as we get in here.
no chores.
So you get into this light. The night house looks very nice from the outside.
We're gonna fuck this thing up.
When you get in the lighthouse, everything
Well,
seems
hold on. Don't ram it in like that. Let's spit on it first. Okay. All right. You said there's a white picket fence around it.
Yes.
Are there nice little shrubberies?
There's some bushes.
I locked the door.
A couple flowers.
Nice little paved brick path leading up to the door.
No,
He said we got
Is there any sort of path leading up to the
it's
door?
a walk path.
A little what?
Like a walking path. Like when you go on a trail, it's just
all
step down.
paths, all walking paths are for walking. What is it made from?
Dirt.
stone.
Why didn't you just say
Sand.
that?
A dirt path.
Dirt
Dirt
is
path.
less syllables than walking.
What's that? How it
Anyway.
works now?
Okay, well,
The
now we
right
can go
answer just
inside.
has the least amount of
I'm ready.
syllables.
Why use many syllable when
Now that we've had
It's a
an
milk
effective establishing shot, we can go inside.
You go in. The camera's going up and showing it. There's the ocean in the background, showing the nice light off the peninsula.
Oh, the foamy seamen waters.
That's right. You go
are
in.
there any puffins?
Puffins?
Puffins.
They're not in
No.
Argentina.
There's no puffins.
Puffins in
Are-
Maine. Ain't puffins here.
Are there any albatrosses?
Not right there, no.
Good. I
Seagulls. You have
Are there
seagulls.
any little penguins named Gunther?
No.
Gunther.
What about Gunter?
No Gunter.
Gunter and
No
Mateo,
Gunters.
best friends.
Gunter.
So you go in, and the lighthouse looks like it's very well kept.
I find the biggest room and claim it.
Okay, that would be the one on the bottom.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
I got bad knees.
It's not even that big. I mean, it's just a cot,
and a
like
toilet.
a little cabinet.
It's the only
The
toilet.
toilet's the sea. What are you talking about? You should poop over the edge of the mountain.
How are we supposed to
cliff.
do that when we can't go outside the fence?
The fence goes up to the
I guess we'll
cliffside.
keep it all inside.
Are you sure there's not a little hole inside the fence that we shit into and it leads out into the ocean?
Maybe.
It's got a little channel dug.
Like a
Sure,
medieval,
possible.
shit,
Pours
medieval
down
shit
and-
toilet tower.
Sure.
Goes outside the cave.
They dug a tunnel. Yeah, goes down there. All right. Yeah, cool. That's your room. Your cot looks like it's in pretty good shape.
So much lotion and toy shoes in here.
Actually, your cot does seem to have a hole in it, but
I know what for.
right around the waist
I
region.
know what's for. You don't have to bring it up.
Sure.
I put it there myself.
And
the
that
markets.
stack of sticky magazines is also next to the. It's sitting
Check
on the
for
dining room table.
Scrimshaw mermaids.
I'm gonna diggle the old worm out there to see. Nope, no mermaids.
I find the smallest room and claim it.
That's the top. On the top. There are 5 rooms, so
I take the best of the other
You take the other 3.
yeah, your room. So the
You
smallest
find the
room.
room that's just right.
The smallest room is just a cot with like a little spot to hang stuff on and like a little windowsill.
Tight. No, that's where Shabby's sleeping.
Ah,
Yeah.
perfect.
And then for
Bleh.
Mateo, there's a medium-sized room. So it's a cot and like a little nightstand, nice window
What
as
about
well,
the
and a
other
little thing
two?
to hook stuff on. The other 2 are roughly the same as the one you picked. Yeah.
I go on a daily rotation.
Okay. You just switch
'Cause
rooms
I'm not
every day.
bathing.
Okay. Is there anything you're doing now that you're at the lighthouse?
Making coffee.
Okay. Yeah, you can make coffee. You notice that there is a package already there in the kitchen of your rations and booze and everything else, as well as instructions on how you're supposed to maintain the lighthouse, what you're supposed to do in case of emergency.
Are there any weapons?
I mean, yeah. There's a rifle on the wall as well as a flare
Take
gun
the
and a
rifle to my
pistol.
room.
Hey, that's there for communal
I'm
use there,
cleaning it.
Mateo.
I'm cleaning it.
You're not. Don't be cleaning that in your bedroom.
His
It'll
name-
go off.
His name is Gunter.
It's really
Gunter.
I read that manual cover to cover.
all right. Roll intelligence with advantage.
That's a botch,
Advent.
and that's a 6.
You don't really get it. You're not a learned man.
Give me that.
You barely know how to read. But you were ambitious, and you did.
I can't tell my left from my right because when I hold the L's up, they both look like L's to me.
Yeah, you flipped through it. You didn't get a whole lot of good information out of it, but you flipped through it. So you feel like
I like the
Stormy.
pictures.
Yeah,
I like the
Stormy.
pictures.
You like the pictures.
Stormy.
Yep.
Read that out loud to me.
You read me a bedtime manual.
It's an 18.
You do. You read out the entire learning manual to everybody else, so everyone has a good idea of what you're supposed to do and how you're supposed to do it. Cool.
I'm going to execute it to the best of my abilities.
All right. So you guys begin to work the
I'll
lighthouse.
keep an eye out for fish people.
Now, are you guys exploring your rooms at all? What are you doing in
What
your
is it?
off time? Your
6
downtime?
by 9. I pace it out 12 times a day.
You just stay in your room and pace.
You said if you want to explore the
Yeah.
rooms.
Or like the ground or the lighthouse itself, whatever.
All right, well, then I'm going to go outside
Okay.
and pace the grounds until I see something
Okay.
every day.
Anybody else?
I'm maintaining the lights and
Well, I'm saying
He's
you're
not
off time.
leaving. He's an agoraphobe.
I'm cleaning.
Okay. Roll. Let's say perception to clean.
Crit fail.
Better not be in my room.
You're just making it so much worse.
But I'm only doing it in
Get out.
You're cleaning the wrong room.
Mateo's room.
Sure. Yeah, you're not very good at cleaning, so you don't do your room. You do
I
someone
feel
else's.
like I'm good at it, so
Yeah.
I'm trying.
I'm trying to do you a favor.
You got the fudge farts.
Anybody else?
Do I see anything on the grounds?
So when you're walking around the grounds, pretty uneventful, I would say. It's you'll see tourists way in the distance, or you'll see just various people, but we're talking hundreds and hundreds of yards
Keep
away.
away.
Your only outside friend is the person who brings you your rations and whatnot.
At rifle point.
That's right.
No, set him down.
State your business.
I'm looking for secret tunnels in the water.
Stormy,
Yep.
roll me another perception check.
So 16.
Okay. One night, while you're laying in your bed, you feel as though there's something in the cot that is just like uncomfortable. Like you're laying on something that's just making the whole thing uncomfortable.
I get up and inspect it.
There appears to be a journal wedged underneath the cot.
I have already proved that I'm a learned man.
You can read.
That's
I
I
can
can
read.
Okay.
A rare thing for my character.
I know,
I
right?
have to roll for it.
I am the
look,
smartest.
look how hard I am acting.
Look how intelligent I am.
I'm a smart boy. I'll read that book.
I roll to spell. So you read through this book, and it is the journal of what appears to be the previous keeper of the lighthouse, and seems pretty standard for most part, till you start to get towards the end of the journal. The last, week of entries start to get very erratic, especially where it starts to describe a great sea beast that it has been seeing.
Marpies.
And he describes this. It's not a marpy. As
A dong is the size of the lighthouse. Slap the water.
First, I thought it was a sea serpent.
he describes it as a great fish of some
What's
sort,
the great marpie?
with
biblical
a
bullshit.
mouth so large that it can gulp down blue whales as if it's nothing at all.
It can eat how much semen?
So much semen if it
Hundreds.
really wants to.
It's like putting
it's-
your dick in a coffee can.
It's got two round black eyes and this big open gaping maw that is just lined with jagged razor sharp teeth.
Did they name it?
No,
No.
they called it the sea beast.
Okay. Is it dated on this journal?
Yeah, it was about 3 weeks ago.
Oh.
And after he describes it, he talks about how he talked to the other guys about it, and then all of a sudden, everyone started to get really paranoid. And
Well, I don't want.
everyone
I don't want
was
that to
really afraid of the ocean all of a sudden.
No.
They also no longer wanted to take a bath.
Sounds like they were smoking too much of the devil's lettuce.
And then one by one, each of them started to disappear. And the last journal entry is the last guy, the person you're reading anyways. And he's all alone. He's not supposed to leave the lighthouse. He's tried calling, but no one's paying him any attention. And he's not sure what he's going to do, but he's terrified of the water. And it just kind of ends there, sort of trails off.
Oh, does the last word have a little, like, scratch mark that goes to the corner of the page, like
No.
someone dragged him away?
No, he's just talking about being afraid. He's not sure what's going to happen next.
I'll keep this private.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll have to keep it private. It's not proper for a seaman to talk about his feelings.
That's right.
And I go upstairs
Seaman doesn't kiss and tell.
to Mateo's room. What time is it at night?
Right now, I'll say it's 11 o'clock at night.
Is he sleeping?
Mateo, he should be awake for his shift.
Polishing.
Tin
polished.
in the light.
Yeah.
Polishing Gunter.
He's just sitting there.
Gunter is not your responsibility right now, Mateo. We need to be up tending the light, or else the ships will crash into the peninsula.
I go up to the light. Go up to the lighthouse light. And I
Mateo,
keep the proper flow.
I need to borrow Gunter real quick.
From my cold dead hands, you grab him.
I heard something outside.
Was it fish people?
I think it was...
Take Gunter. I'm taking the light.
Great, thank you.
Okay.
And I go back downstairs and go to bed.
I go man the lighthouse.
Okay.
I think it's my job.
All right. I will say that as the days roll on, Stormy, you are getting more and more... Like, you just have an innate fear of the water all of a sudden.
Always have.
Hydrophobia.
Yeah.
Do you have rabies?
That's when you're scared of drinking.
Awful bad fear for a seaman.
Yeah. And you have, for whatever reason, you have an innate fear of being submerged in water.
Oh, I got that.
Like
Real
a tub or, ocean, swimming pool, doesn't matter.
What's it called? Starts with a T.
Thalassophobia? That's the fear of deep water.
Yeah. Thalassophobia.
Okay.
That's what I have. Philip.
Okay.
I can't even go in pools sometimes because I'm scared there's sharks in there.
There could be.
There could be.
At any point, there could be. You never know. All right. So,
Aquaphobia is just...
you two, the other two, notice that this
The fear of catchy pop songs.
continues. Like, he just seems more and more paranoid as time goes on.
Says who?
Maybe I should hold Gunter for tonight.
I talked to Gunter and he said he's not comfortable with you anymore.
I polished Gunter real good.
You polished him too good.
Okay.
Shabby. Can I talk
I
to
feel like I'm the only one that's actually tending the lighthouse here. I feel like the rest of you are just arguing over who gets to jerk off into the barrel of the rifle every night.
Shabby's up there working, so I come
It's
up.
hot enough oil.
I come up the stairs.
Okay.
Shabby.
Yes.
I need to talk to you about Stormy.
Uh-huh.
He's hogging Gunter, and he gets real crazy in his eyes.
I'm not gonna get involved in your juvenile squabbles over your anthropomorphized Mauser, okay? Get out of my fucking office. I'm trying to tend the light.
I'm afraid he might kill us in our sleep.
Well, I'm afraid
Looks
you might
crazy.
kill me in our sleep.
All right, I'm locking my door tonight.
Okay.
All you have to do is lock the hatch from his room to the next level and we'll both be safe.
Okay.
All right, I'll do that. And I also lock my door
Okay.
every night here on out.
What do you normally, like, consume on a daily basis?
Tobacco.
Like, you guys, I'm assuming, still drink water, right? Not just rum?
I don't like water anymore.
Okay.
Milk.
I drink water.
How are you staying
It's
alive?
good for you.
Milk.
I'm getting this cat milk imported from the UK.
It's a bespoke flat cat.
From the Gardens of Eden.
It's got its picture on the side.
That's And I've been transferred over to an all-bean diet because I hear you get water that way.
Beans and cat milk. What could go wrong?
Oh, and a lot of liquor.
He mixes
Okay.
it with the cat milk.
All right. So one night,
Sardines.
all of a sudden,
You're following that all bean diet from that influencer in Britain called Bean King.
that's right. All of a sudden, a nasty storm rolls in. It's nighttime, so it's pretty dark anyways. You're man in the lighthouse, so now you know it's especially dangerous. But there is a nasty storm, like sideways rain, whole 9 yards.
Little bitty stinging rain.
That's right.
The only
Are all
way.
three of you tending to the lighthouse, or what are you
Yeah,
doing?
I'll help the lighthouse.
Is
tend
my
to it.
door unlocked?
No,
I'm not
nights
locking your
like this,
door.
the light's most important of all.
Yeah.
We could save many lives tonight by polishing that mirror up and down, slowly, wetly, deeply,
Madly.
faster now,
Deep,
faster
deep,
now.
Madly, deeply.
Flash of light. Flash of light. Flash of light.
Yeah.
Are you doing your duties?
They locked my door. Is my door unlocked?
The storm was too sudden.
We didn't have an opportunity. We
Yeah.
had to tend to our duty.
You could scurry out.
Because we're doing the jobs of three
Yeah,
men with just
exactly.
2 of us.
I come upstairs,
Told you.
Okay.
dragging the gun behind me.
He's looking
All
all
right.
right there, Stormy.
So Stormy walks up onto the top of the lighthouse with you guys, and he's just dragging the rifle
Rifle
by
gunter.
the barrel. So it's just clank, clank, clank up the stairs. The sideways rain is making everything incredibly wet.
You guys need help? I'm here to help.
All right, well, why don't you put the gun down, Gunther, down on the ground there, and you can get to work.
So you guys are looking at Stormy, and all of a sudden just gets sucked right into the puddle, right there on the
What
ground.
hell? Is Gunter there?
Uh,
Or did he drag Gunter to hell with him?
strength to see if you hung on to Gunter. Stormy.
18.
You did. You took the gun with you.
God damn it.
So while you two are standing there looking at this, meanwhile, Stormy, you find yourself underwater in what appears to be a vast, deep ocean. And you're just in the water. You're still holding on to Gunter.
Any kind of directional where sense?
Roll me a perception check.
Death by drowning in.
No!
No sense. Okay.
Start kicking.
I mean, there's light above.
Well,
so
then,
you,
yeah, I'll start swimming up.
Sure. So you start swimming. You get this really strange feeling in the back of your mind that something's watching you. And you start to swim towards the surface. High, low. Okay. Just as you're about to break the surface, you notice that this enveloping darkness sort of comes around you in both sides. Except the darkness has very pointy ends on like both sides of this as it slowly envelops you and you are trapped. The two of you on the lighthouse, you notice that puddle that he disappeared into, all of a sudden like bits of meat and organs and like a piece of like a chunk of wood and like the whole thing's just bloody now. Just bubbles out of this puddle.
What the fuck?
Just blah, 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 blah.
Well, I'm just going to throw a little blanket over that and pretend it doesn't exist anymore.
Okay.
Double rations for everyone.
That's right.
So
And we each get a better turn with the magazines.
sure. So as he gets sucked in, or as you cover it with a blanket, that is where we're going to take a break.
What's up, guys? Philip D here, coming in the middle of the episode, talk to you about patreon.com/botchpodcast. Here's something you probably didn't know. Did you know that the Discord is now free? Yeah, that's right. You get minimal access with a free Discord if you go to tiny.cc/botchediscord, all lowercase, and get in there and mix it up with a bunch of other people in the community. But if you do, join that Patreon at $3, it unlocks the full Discord. Tens of rooms, bunch of different perks, everybody, talking about different animes, SCPs, weight loss, cooking. So if that is interesting to you, support us over at patreon.com/botchedpodcast. All right, let's get back to the silliness.
And we're back. So what are you two doing now?
After the storm passes, I'm going to call it in to Tony.
What happened?
Stormy.
Gun soup.
Stormy fell
You
into
shot him with a gun?
No, Stormy got sucked into a puddle, and then all the organs and the blood came up.
You should have stuck with the story if you shot him with a gun. You're telling
put
me
a little blanket over it.
he got sucked into a puddle.
He's dead.
Why don't you hobble your ass out here and see if you want?
I'll make a couple phone calls.
No, I told you to hobble yourself out.
I said I'll make a couple phone calls. Click.
I'm gonna steal your leg.
He clicked it. So he hung up. Ring, ring. Ring, ring.
Is he calling us? He's gonna make a couple back till I pick up the phone. Did you just call us? Me hang up to call me back?
I need you to investigate that puddle.
All right, I'll
Look
what?
into it.
You
Click.
Excuse me? You just told me that it didn't exist.
What?
Yeah.
It's a bad connection.
What? Are
Click.
you in a tunnel?
Ring, ring. Ring, ring.
You answer it. I don't want to talk to him anymore. Mateo.
Hello.
All right, fine. I answer.
Dr. Frankenstein gets a phone
Who
call.
is this?
It's your best bud from college.
How'd you get this number?
Tawny Jack.
Do
Your
I
old
know
seaman
you?
buddy. We were seamen together.
What did you pump into me?
What's wrong
Good
with me?
memories. That's right.
Good
It's good
memories.
to hear from you, Tony.
How have you been?
Life's great.
Great.
I have no complaints.
I got puddles eating people.
Again,
Again?
I've heard about this case.
Well,
Maybe not where you live, but I've heard about it.
All right, we'll send some people out and
I'll send my best men.
I know you will. You know a lot of really good men.
I've got
such as
friends.
Tawny Jack.
I got friends in high places.
Yes,
That's
you do.
all I can say.
I don't know how you know all the people you know. Such a friendly feller.
Well, when you're as friendly as I am, you get friends in all zip codes.
Zippers. What?
And you said zippers.
What?
I
Zippers.
sucked my way to the top.
That's right. Good on ya. You're a fancy lad.
All right, I'll send
Click.
somebody.
Classic Tony.
Dickhead.
Ring, ring. Ring, ring. Hey, there's some people coming your way. I made a couple phone calls.
Do we need to? Are they aggressive? Do we need to arm ourselves?
No?
They fishmen.
No.
Fish women?
No.
Top or bottom?
Yes.
They dirty
I don't know.
stinking apes.
He didn't tell me what they were. I'm sure they descended from apes. But, no, I called a good friend of mine. He works for a government-adjacent agency, and they're going to send some people over. You're not going to have to worry about old Stormy ever again.
We're going to hold down the fort as long as we can.
That's right. You hold it down. Bye. He hangs up on you.
Bye.
I love you. Goodbye.
Don't love you.
I'm not hanging up until you tell me you love
I
me.
never loved you.
Just say you love him,
Just-
Mateo. So he'll hang up,
I'm not
please.
hanging up until you
Just
say
say
it.
you love him.
I love it when you deliver us cat.
No, you say you love me or I'm never hanging up.
I click.
It doesn't work. I uninstalled the clicker.
I unplugged the phone.
I am the only one who can hang up. You son of a bitch.
I love
That's what I thought.
How was that so
Fat
hard?
bitch.
Mateo?
All right. SCP sends some people out. Who does the SCP send out?
Fishy Joe.
To interact with these two dinguses.
Hello, my name is Boris.
Boris.
Boris Swelchwing.
Boris Swelchwing?
That's right.
Swelchpig?
Oh, Swelchwing.
Welsh?
Obviously, I am Russian.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Descent. We left when the communists moved in. My parents.
In 1917.
Yes,
Okay.
that's when my parents left
Okay.
and came to America.
Grandmother Anastasia or something?
Gotta get away from Rasputin
Well, it's very difficult, but yeah.
and Bartok.
Bartok. Anyway, what seems to be the problem here, gentlemen?
Puddles eating people.
Meat soup spilled on the floor.
Took our guns.
That's our right as Americans.
There you go,
We
work
have
with
a
that.
right. It's in the Constitution, and these goddamn ghost puddles stole it from us.
And how does that make you feel?
Bad.
Angry at fish. Suspicious of fish people.
Have you tried
And
cleaning
Not the
Peace.
same as usual.
Have you tried cleaning the puddle up?
I'm not cleaning nothing.
Do you not do chores?
I don't do chores.
Young man, I don't think you're listening. We've got our own personal Innsmouth going on here. The fish people are taking over. They're stealing our guns. They're dragging us into the puddles, and they're spitting man chowder back out, and not the good kind.
It's not frothy white, it's runny red.
So what did they put on top of the puddle? Was it
blanket.
just a blanket?
Yeah.
Did the puddle get absorbed into the blanket?
Yeah, now you got a wet blanket. It's also got a lot of blood in it. And
Now we
goopy
got two
bits.
wet blankets here.
Yeah.
He
There's a lot
looked
of gooey
like he-
bits because there's like just skin, organs. Just, it's
Do
gross.
I have any science things with me?
What science things?
I don't know, like
A skinometer.
You make it up. Don't ask me what
did I
science
bring-
things you have.
My
Scuba gear.
scanometer.
Scanometer.
Yeah.
Guess the D100.
47.
You guys need to stop. I rolled a 40. Stop being so close. No, you don't have a scanometer.
Okay, well, you asked me if I brought my science things. I'm trying to bring
No,
my science
you
things.
asked me what science things,
And
and then said scanometer.
So no.
what kind of...
Ring dings.
What the guy have in Jaws?
A
Barrels.
fish finder.
Barrels in a fish finder? With
Fish-
a,
he had
with
a-
a radio.
He had a ship with a fish finder on it, and for some reason they didn't use that to find the fish later. It only appeared in the one scene.
It's fine. It's fine. It's tied to the engine.
Meat tester.
A meat tester?
Make sure
It's
people-
called a
Sure.
meatometer.
Yeah, there's a genetic tester testing kit.
Okay.
Okay, you just need to be able to find another piece of, like you have to
Stormy.
compare it to somebody. So yeah, if you find any other bit of Stormy,
There's
I'm
plenty
gonna go
of
down to his
Stormy's
room
DNA.
where there's a fucking trash can that's full of tissues.
yeah,
Careful,
there's
he's
a
been
lot-
reading in there.
There's a lot of tissues.
Okay, I do that test.
It seems to be Stormy.
How did you say this water got inside?
It
of you?
just sucked him down.
Well, where did it come from?
It was just a
We-
puddle. Oh, there was a big rainstorm.
I thought maybe there was a leaky roof.
And he'd been reading.
Isn't it part of your job to kind of keep the waterproofing up in here?
We're not allowed to leave the building.
Except for a little yard.
We can't patch the roof if we can't go on top.
Oh, you're allowed to go outside.
I'm
You
not sure
should.
that's true.
You
How
have a little yard.
how am I
Stormy was the reader, and he didn't tell us about the contract, and I don't want to break it. Maybe you could take a look.
how did the rain
Sideways.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to take a sample of the rainwater
Okay.
and look under it in a microscope.
Okay. It matches seawater. Also a lot of blood.
Don't be drinking that.
From the sky.
That's what the puddle comes back as. If you're testing the bloody puddle.
No, I'm
Oh.
going out and catching rainwater.
Oh, it's just for, okay. It's rainwater.
Quality H2O.
You guys are sure there's something strange going on
It's
here?
actually illegal
Just a
to do in the
puddle of
state of
meat.
California. You
weird
can't do
about
that in California. Arrest this man. He's collecting rainwater.
Send it south.
How did and
A man is dead.
I understand that, but I'm also leaning towards that there's nothing weird going on. You two just murdered
You
him.
haven't even looked for anything. You just tested DNA.
He
and
was
found
reading books a lot,
The bloody goop matched him.
looking crazy.
I'm gonna go down in Stormy's room and do an investigation.
All right.
I wouldn't read nothing I'll find there. Except for maybe Esquire.
What's he got in here?
What'd you get?
15.
A lot of magazines about fish people.
Those are mine.
Masturbatory books. A lot of AIDS
Those are
in
mine.
here. Yes. AIDS. But you also find a journal. It's kind of smushed under the mattress. And
I'm watching from the doorway.
literally what I said before in terms of, describes previous people who were here, slowly losing their mind, one by one disappearing.
I don't know if I would
Describes
read
the
it.
Fish. You didn't read it. You just find a journal?
Yeah.
Okay. You
Yeah,
find a journal.
since I work for the SCP, I kind of know that
Okay.
books can be weird.
Okay. So you
So-
find a book.
Will you read that out loud to me?
You know what this is?
Must be his journal. I know.
Uh-huh.
Seen that before in
You
my
know?
life.
Do you know what this is?
Stop touching with it.
What
That's
about
one of them bad books that ain't got no pictures in it.
What about this? Huh?
Scribbles.
Scribbles.
No pictures.
No pictures. I'm gonna call this in to see if the SCP has anything on it.
I mean, it's just a book. They don't have any description whatsoever. Just a book.
He's like, you know anything about books?
Yeah. You know anything about
See one
books making people
by
go
the
away?
ocean.
I can't read.
You know anything about ocean books?
I mean, I
Could
can
make
read.
people come, could make them bleed. You never
Let
know.
me see that. Let me see that.
So,
Give me that. I grab it. I grab it from
Okay.
the effete science man.
crit 20. No,
I didn't see you roll it.
it's right.
He's too elusive. Can't
Yeah,
find
this book is about, and I start telling them and reading it. The former crew,
it. Uh-huh. How far into you read?
a couple pages.
Okay, so you don't read the whole way through.
No,
There's more. Why don't
Like
you?
it's as you read through the pages, it seems like standard journal.
yeah.
Can
Here,
I
you read it.
tell me what happens at the end? All right. And then they all started to get paranoid.
So you read the description of the giant fish monster.
And
that
there
is-
was a giant fish monster.
and
He stole Gunther.
yeah, and you read through the journal, and you all of a sudden start to feel a little paranoid about
Me?
deep bodies of water. Yeah.
I'm scared of the water.
Did you read it out loud or to
I
yourself?
read it out loud.
Oh, all of you start to feel very paranoid about being submerged in deep bodies of water.
I fear I've come down with a touch of the old thalassophobia.
Maybe I should leave this contract.
You can't leave.
Yeah, let's just go inside.
None of us can leave.
Now,
They can't make us not leave.
intelligence
They're not here.
check. Boris.
Mateo. Can I assist him?
No,
My name's Mateo.
you don't know what he knows.
But I
Stop
got a
calling
good
me
roll.
Boris.
Why'd you whisper it?
He's doing math. Give him a second.
I don't
'Cause
think he
we're
was
shouting.
doing math.
He
He's
gets mad
he's
if I
just
add it
whispering
for him.
15 at me, wistfully. So with a 15, you, as an SCP Foundation member, realize you did not have this fear a moment ago, and that you're pretty sure
Burn it. Burn
something
books.
bad has just happened. So you should probably take everybody back to a site facility as soon as
Yeah,
as
I'll,
possible.
Yeah, well, I
I'll,
want to sever the contract.
I'll call in and have somebody take all three of us away.
Okay,
And the book.
sure.
And the cat milk.
It's
I've got a taste for it
It's,
now.
it's
It'll
unrefrigerated.
spoil if you leave it here.
All right.
Be a waste.
So you guys are rushed to an SCP facility, and all three of you
On
are
dry land.
split up and put in different cells to be tested. Even you as a Foundation member, because obviously something's up with you too, until they figure out what's going on.
Can you keep me on a sandy floor? I don't like water no more.
Okay. So now you're going to transition over to your researchers, who have to deal with the three of your characters. What do your researchers want to do with them to test whatever's going
Kill
on?
all three of them.
Killed. Okay. You could do that.
What do you think?
I think we should
It's the same voice.
Hey, what's
tie
that?
a rope to him and try to fish for this fish. No,
Hello.
I think. Go ahead, Chad. Is it Dr. Shucker?
Yes, it's Dr. Herman Struchter. Back once again because finally we are having some people with psychiatric problems. Maybe I could talk to. And I say, hello, I'm Dr. Ermin Stakter. Hello, how are you today? Mr. Your name is...
Stubbs.
Your name is Stubbs. I was told it was Matteo.
Matteo Stubbs.
Oh, Matteo Stubbs. You have 2 names. How very fortunate for you.
Yes.
Big
Herman.
money. You have
Oh,
to
big boy with 2 big boy names.
I feel like you patronizing me.
I'm not patronizing you. I'm infantilizing you. It's a very different thing.
I don't
Okay, now
like it.
I'm hearing you are being afraid of the water.
Man, I never did before. I love the sea and the men from the sea. Sailors.
Fishmen.
Fishmen are scary.
Oh, but sailors, you like to suck their dicks. Oh, are you not supposed to come out and say it? I'm sorry. You're supposed to be use only a code and innuendo. Okay. Well, when did you start feeling weird about the water?
After I read the journal book.
Okay, I would like to try some hypnosis and hypnotize him and maybe see if he is maybe not afraid of water anymore.
Okay.
Just
What would you like to roll to try to hypnotize?
I would like to roll a psychology check.
Sure.
Be away from that marshmallow
Roll me a
creature.
psychology check.
I rolled a 3.
You don't. you do the little watch pendulum thing. He's still afraid of being submerged in water.
Yes, hello, Dr. Finkelstein. Frankenstein? Flank steaks, man.
We've worked
Come
together
here.
for 25 years.
Look, I don't want to get into that right now, but perhaps we could use expertise over
Finkelstein?
here.
Your name's
Finkel-
Franklinstein, you...
Okay.
Tit.
Dr. Frankenstein, perhaps you would talk to these patients too. Maybe see what their fucking deal is, because hypnosis is not working, even though I did it
Let's
the best
fill
I
the
ever
room
have.
with water.
Is there any way you could make me forget about it?
We're not talking
We're
in front of
skitty
you.
skitty.
What if we don't fill the room with water? What if we just drip a little water on his head?
Tie him down.
Yes,
Put a
Chinese
rag
water
over his
torture.
face.
Right? Little water
So he
bottle.
doesn't freak out if you
It's
just
the
drip
American
water.
way.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't?
No, he doesn't have a fear of all water. He has a fear of being submerged.
This is
Submerged.
unpleasant.
Let's put him in a tub. We got him hooked up to a brain catcher, right?
Brain catcher.
Yeah.
Scan. Brain scanner.
Brain scanner.
Science words.
Sure. You got like a salad bowl stuck to his head with wires
If
and
you're
stuff.
gonna put me in there, you gotta tie a rope around my waist so you can pull me out, all right?
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
So you stick him in the tub?
With the rope tied around him?
Sure. All of a sudden he disappears under the water.
Does the water go
Oh.
taut? The rope go
the
taut?
rope's not taut yet, but it's slowly like moving further into the water.
More
No.
than
Let's start grabbing that. I'm trying to pull
Give
him.
it an old tug, just like in Poltergeist.
Okay. Person in water, Stubbs or Mateo, roll me a perception check.
Mateo Stubb. Perception,
Yeah.
crit 20.
You see, lurking in the dark water, you are like completely surrounded by water. You are like in a
way
big
around
ocean,
water.
you're guessing. And you see in the distance
What ocean?
this, you're not sure.
Crit 20. I know my oceans. I've been submerged in all of them.
Give him a D100 roll.
I'm not giving him a D100 because he got a crit 20, so I'll give him a little bit, a D12.
D12. That's
What I roll.
bullshit. 8.
No, you don't know what ocean it is. Just from
Four.
being in water.
Was it a 4?
It was a 4.
Ah, got it.
All the oceans have a different taste. Any good seaman knows it.
Sure. Seamen know the taste.
Depends on if the
But you see,
pineapple was consumed
That's
by the
right.
sea.
you see in the distance this absolutely gargantuan-looking creature with this, and like it starts to swim slowly towards you. As it's swimming towards you, the size of it is just mind-bending how big this thing is. And it has these like large, beady black eyes, but the mouth just stretches open, almost like when a snake
I'm pulling
is
myself
eating an
with the-
egg, like how big like the mouth can get around stuff, but it's all just lined with big sharp teeth as this thing slowly keeps moving towards you.
I'm pulling myself to the rope.
Athletics. And then you guys are also trying to pull him out, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Got an 8.
Not great.
I'm scared.
18.
Okay. You guys start pulling the rope, and all of a sudden he explodes up out of the water.
Am I still halfway in the water?
No, they pull you all the way out.
Oh, hello, Mateo. How are you feeling today?
Big fish.
You feel like a
Tell-
big fish?
No, there's a big fish
Do
in
you
there.
want to go for a swim?
No.
Like a big fish?
Let's put it
Are you
back
feeling
in.
I described
like
the fish.
Are you feeling like Ewan McGregor?
You describe the fish?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You two all of a sudden have a fear of being submerged in
fragments
water.
He didn't read the journal to me.
Did you ask him to describe
just
the
described
fish?
No,
what
he
the
just
fish looked
described the fish to us.
Yeah.
You denied
Well,
the fish.
luckily, one of us is not using our main characters.
God damn it.
So all of a sudden, you guys have a fear of being
It's a
submerged in
reasonable
water.
fear, isn't it?
Well, I'm going to go ahead and self-quarantine myself so that someone else can come in and talk to me.
You guys have any spaghetti?
What?
I've heard tell of spaghetti.
Are you asking to see my...
What if
Can
you
I
amnestic
amnest
yourselves so you
myself?
don't remember hearing
You no
about
longer
the fish?
have a fear of being submerged
Hey,
in water.
there we
you also
go.
don't remember what the fish looks like.
There we go. Let's put him in the tub. See what happens.
Throws that back.
No, you already did that.
You putting it back in the tub?
Hell no.
Okay. All
Thank
right.
God for loopholes. Always trust a poop hole loophole.
Uh-huh. So what are you doing now?
Give me a camera. I'll get you that fish.
We can't. Cameras are too expensive, and we've been banned by the SCP for using them.
Cameras.
Underwater cameras. You give me a knife.
You could use an underwater camera.
What about... All right. This fish killed my friend, Stormy.
He did. Yeah.
You give me 15 depth charges.
Just strap him with depth charges and put him in a
I'm
tub.
gonna go fishing.
Why stop there? We have a nuclear bomb at the bottom of the facility.
with that.
Strap a nuke to him and throw him in
No,
there.
you
We'll just throw the nuke into the tub with him, and you just ride the nuke all the way in, just like Slim Pickens, and you go, wahoo, wahoo, cowboy, and you are blowing the fish out.
Okay.
And then we will not feel
What
awful
fish are
anymore.
you talking about?
Don't tell him he's a nice little goldfish.
Mermamu. I've read about Mermamu.
Mermamu.
Mermamu, I've come to party.
I've come
Strap
to
me with them
fishing.
explosives.
So you put bombs on him?
That's
Yeah.
right.
All right. You throw
Let's-
him back in the tub?
Let's go fishing.
Okay. You throw him back in the tub. And he immediately goes into an ocean. Do you want to try and know what ocean you're in?
I do. I have to know. 15.
Guess the D100.
I'm not as good as the other ones. 22.
No, not that. Now we're finally not close.
87.
78.
48.
Yeah.
You don't know what ocean it is, but you do see that large fish swimming towards you.
Smile, you son of a bitch.
And yeah, it very quickly eats you. You guys see some flashes of light in the tub,
Neat.
and then you see a lot of blood and pieces of meat float up in the water.
No fish meat?
Nope. Just human meat.
So,
Invincible fish, you say?
It's possible. But where is this fish?
Well, we have one more seaman that is that we can
Sure.
is disposable, and we can just throw him
You
into the
also
tub.
have an unlimited number of disposable people.
Yes, but we also have the seaman who is well versed in the sea. He had a lighthouse in his backyard for 40 years, so he
Okay.
probably knows all the oceans.
Okay.
And, sorry, Dr. Spunkenheim here. I'm just wondering, maybe we want to take a water sample to figure out the type of ocean it is, and maybe we can just say it's in this ocean.
Sure.
So you want me to go into the water there, take a water sample, and bring it back?
I mean, if
Yeah.
that's not too hard to do.
All right, give me an empty bottle.
Here you go.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to empty it, though.
bottle?
It's full of vodka.
Yeah, it's a Snapple bottle.
Well, it just seems like it might have been a better course of action just to bring me an empty one, but I'll empty it out. I'll do that for you. No, I just pour it on the ground.
You
'Kay.
monster.
All right.
That's not water, so it won't bring me to ocean because it's vodka.
It's true.
It's true.
Here's a tub.
You don't know that for certain, to be honest.
But yeah, I'm telling you now, and if you make me go into a deep and endless vodka ocean, I'll fucking quit the podcast.
It burns!
All right.
Oh,
So
it's in my pee hole.
I just throw a bucket of water into the room. Okay.
Maybe something that's easier to pull me out of. I don't know.
Like a tub again.
Like the
We
tub
only got-
again.
we only got
That's
one
the tub
tub.
that's already
We
in
don't
the
have
room.
tub
You want to
money.
get in the bloody
Yeah,
tub?
It's
You could be in another tub or empty the
we
first
only
tub. and
have the
refill it.
one,
Okay,
and we don't
empty
have
the
time
first
to clean
tub.
it.
We filter the water, and we give him a freshly cleaned ivory tub.
Thank you.
All the guts are still on the floor, though. All right, so you go in, immediately you're submerged, and you are in a big open ocean.
I open the empty bottle and I fill it with water and
All right.
close it back.
I don't think this
start-
matters.
fill it.
Start yanking.
All right. You see as they're yanking you, there's this large creature looming towards you and
Would you
moving
call
very
it a
quickly
great
towards you.
fish?
It is a great fish.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how great is this fish?
25.
Damn, that's a great fish.
It's a great fish.
All right.
WeRateFish.com.
With fins that go forever.
Fish the fins that go all the way up.
That's right. Fins that go all the way up.
We yank him back out.
Athletics?
15.
11.
Shit. I swim real hard.
What'd you roll for athletics?
Fucking 5.
High, low.
Low.
Unfortunately, you don't get him in time, and the water turns red. and
But did we get the
chummy.
bottle?
The rope snapped. You know what? High, low on the bottle.
Low.
Hi.
Which is it? You can't both guess one.
Guessed it.
I guess low.
The bottle, bloop,
Nice.
pops out.
We test it.
It comes back as being water from the Pacific Ocean, specifically pretty far off the coast of New Zealand.
Okay. Can we get a team to that
Yeah.
area?
If you send a team out that way
In helicopters.
in helicopters, sure. Basically, the boats find like little bits of like floating remains and whatnot out there. So if they go search, they also find remains. However, they kind of mark out like an amount of territory
triangle.
to make sure that no boats go in there.
The New
just in
Zealand
case.
Triangle.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty far off the coast,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah. So, anything else you want to test with it, or is that you think pretty good?
Can we make some sort of giant tungsten fishing hook from the sky?
What if we drop a tungsten? Actually, a tungsten rod wouldn't do you any good in the ocean. It
Yeah.
would just hit and slow down. You can make a tungsten fish.
getting? Did we get the bottle? Oh my god!
We
it's
found
time for Rocky's
Yes,
medicine.
We
it's
found the
off the
fish,
coast
Dr.
of New
Stuchter.
Zealand in the Pacific
And
Ocean.
we roped off the area to let no more boats go there,
Yeah,
so that it's
it's patrolled.
safe for them. We don't know if we want to try to catch the fish or murder the fish or.
Yeah, you don't know what the fish looks like or how big
How
it is.
Perhaps we should.
We try to,
Please.
Perhaps we should pledge fealty to our gods and endure like the deaths of our families and be swallowed by a great fish and live for 2 weeks inside the fish and then be spit up about the beach and then maintain our face and it'll be fine, right?
you're welcome to try.
I'm not doing
No.
that.
No, I'm not
We'll
going
send-
to.
we'll
I was being facetious.
That sounds
Fish-
lame.
Facetious.
Fish sea sus.
Fish Theseus.
Fishy seems sus.
FIS.
We all jumped on that as quick as possible.
Fish seems sus.
SEASUS. Fish sea sus.
If this contains it
Fishes.
with the patrolling, unless we like really want to try to nuke it or something.
How can you kill an elder god that lives in the ocean?
Well, so what you've discovered is that as long as nobody describes what the fish looks like,
Or reads the
or
journal.
reads the book because it says what the fish looks like, so as
Mm-hmm.
long as nobody knows what the fish looks like, it doesn't teleport anybody.
Contained.
Yep. So if you lock up that book,
Problem solved.
problem solved for the most part, and then keep that patrol area going, good to go. Fish
Dr.
can't
Frankenstein, I'm thinking we should come up with a term for these diseases of the mind that seem to affect people for our SCPs. I think I'm thinking. What do you think?
Mimes.
Mimes. We should call them mimes.
Some sort of mime.
I don't think I do. And now we're married.
We could and they were roommates. We could settle for cognitohacids. We could be calling them cognitohacids. It's Greek from the cognito, which means to be thinking, which is actually Latin and not Greek. And then it's a hazard, which means oopsie.
Oopsie.
Carnitas hazzies. Is that what you're saying?
Hazards.
That's right. Carnita hacids.
So as you guys have pretty much figured this one out in terms of like making sure nobody else is going to get infected with this mind
and
virus.
we kill Boris.
Why did you just give him a shot?
I did.
Then he forgets.
See you in hell, bitch.
All right, Boris dies.
Well, you know the funny thing about that is,
Why did you kill the SCP agent?
oh, because he was tainted by mind boogum. Carnitas.
So were you, Doctor.
So were you.
Iosos. I don't remember that.
There can be only one.
That's true, you don't remember it.
What do you mean I was compromised?
The record shows.
Let the record show you what to hell.
So as you shoot Boris in the head for some reason to release him from fish,
From
Fuck
his
up.
fish god.
they designate this one as SCP-1128, otherwise known as the Aquatic Harp.
Fish for the fish god.
And with that, we're gonna. I forget what I say at the end of the episode.
That's what we're going to call it.
So thanks so
with
much
that.
for tuning in.
Yes,
Check
and with
us
that,
out
we're gonna call it. So
next-
thanks for tuning in. Check us out next time.
You want to do that? You want to take that again?
And at that point, we're gonna call it. So thanks for tuning in. Check us out next time.
It's just getting worse. One more time. And as always, this episode of Botched is brought to you by the Patreon producers: Big Jim, the Nuck, Lord Chronic, Skinner and B-Mount, Disgruntled Furniture, Chris Wisdom, Shinigami, Jay Squeezy, Scabby Goose, and Old Toasty Buff.
God King? Toasty?
Yep, God King Toasty Buff.
May he never read a journal in his life.
Oh, that's cool. Cup of tiefling.
Support our funny show on our favorite social medias: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, TikTok, Reddit, and Twitch. Also go to these websites: FreedomValleyHorsepace.com, DickBlood.club, BuyMeSwagger.com, LouisianaPocketGopher.com, DamnYouDentist.com, MeepsCreeps.com, PartyMormons.com, ChungoGrande.com, ChungoMilk.com, DaddyDentist.com.
Call me Daddy Phil.
RaoulsMovingCastle.com, FlashDozer.com, MooshCoffee.com, WarMonkey.pizza, DicklessBears.com, or simply Patreon.com/Botchbug.
Why are like most of our redirects penis themed?
It's because that's the only jokes we have.
DX.
That's why we're gonna have
hour
one.
and 20 minutes on seamen.
And Peninsula.
Thank you to Taoshi and the Mod Squad, keeping our Discord up and running. Free Discord, that is. Fortune Winton, Shinigami, Daito, Good Phil, Bread, Captain Hygiene, Spooks, and Tuna.
Y'all are heroes.
Go leave us a website review on something. Thanks to Ghoster. Featuring Lottie.
Do it. You won't.
They won't. That's the thing. It's like every week.
You threaten Tristan with violence, they don't care.
They don't care
Hit
about
him.
Tristan.
Hit him.
You know what? Anytime, you know what? If we come back here next week without a YouTube, an iTunes review, Yoshi is going upstairs. That's
That's
what?
right.
You lose dog cam.
That's right. Sorry, Yoshi.
So head on over to iTunes and leave us a 5-star review, or Yoshi gets it. Gozer, Lonnie, Forensic
Put her in a
Polaroids,
giant
Music,
copper kettle.
Swan, Album Art, P.O. Box, Store, Big Titted Monkeys, and as always,
We're gonna kill that fucking dog if you don't review this fucking episode. God damn it.
see you next week, nerds.